Hello, everyone, and welcome back to your boy, the SeanDavieWay Show. Please hit that like and subscribe on the way in and tap that bell if you would like to be notified of all of our future content. Today, I bring you another Surviving Gay Hollywood, Gay Rapper Edition, Part 2. We've definitely done the gay rapper editions before. We did it with male rap, but we also did it with female rap. This time, we're going to merge both of them. We're going to add female rappers and male rappers into the category of who's gay, who's not, how long have they been gay, and why am I just finding this out? Let's kick this edition off speaking on a male rapper from the 90s, because why not? In the 90s, gangster rap had taken over, so being gay was unheard of. It was not something that people would embrace, so most rappers started to make it known that they were not gay by using the F word and a bunch of other stuff inside of their rap so that they could disassociate themselves from being sweet or fruitcake, whatever you use as a method of describing being gay. When Confessions of a Gay Rapper, an article from the 90s came out, it had everyone in a tizzy, especially Wendy Williams. She was not going to rest until she found out who this rapper was and how she could interview him as soon as possible. But it was an anonymous interview, so no one knew who this person was. All we knew was he was a male. So everybody from MTV to VH1 to The Source magazine, everybody was trying to figure out who this person was because they were a higher up inside of the industry. This was a big rapper stating this. This wasn't a little small fish. So let's get into that. Confessions of a Gay Rapper. Torre, whom is a journalist and also did a lot of work for MTV and all type of magazine publications, he kept up with this story, and he feels, looking back on the behavior of people in the 90s, that it was embarrassing how people treated this story because, again, this was a mega story. Everybody was featured and wanted to know who this was, but not everybody took the best methods of trying to figure out who it was. More so pointing the finger and just blaming it on anybody that gave any impression of what was said in the article. So I think that it became bigger than what people wanted it to be. It kind of took on a life of its own and then kind of just went away like overnight. So let's get into Torre and what he feels about the article, and we'll move right along. Hip hop's gay rapper panic in 1997 is also embarrassing. Our response to the article, Confessions of a Gay Rapper, was not our finest moment. Hip hop had a whole gay panic in the 90s, and looking back on it now, it's so embarrassing. In 1997, there was an article called Confessions of a Gay Rapper in a tiny magazine called One Nut. That was its real name. The article starts, "So what is it you want to know?" He asks in a cool voice that sounds like he's trying to put the moves on me. Or maybe, I'm a bit paranoid. What? That's a bizarre way to start it because focuses on the sexual paranoia of the writer who's freaking out because he's talking to a gay man. So, we're starting from a weird place. The story said that the rapper was from the projects and he believes only men really know how to please men. He said a nut is a nut, which is like love is. But the gay rapper in the story was anonymous. The story suggested that he was hugely popular. And of course, that created a whole guessing game throughout the hip hop culture. Everyone was asking each other, who is the gay rapper? We had a virtual Salem witch trial, which is horrifying. Wendy Williams, who was then a radio superstar, poured verbal gasoline on the fire by amplifying the story and alleging that there were lots of gay rappers and their women were clueless. Suddenly, for a moment, it was all people in hip hop could talk about. Not who's the hottest MC, but who's the gay rapper. We sat there guessing about people's sexuality. We were terrible. Were there openly gay rappers in hip hop then? Absolutely. But they were super underground. The article purported to be about someone more mainstream, which had us looking at people we loved and wondering about their private lives. Was there even a real rapper behind the article? At this point, I doubt it. But looking back at it now, it doesn't feel real. I think it's fiction. But when it came out, we all behaved so badly. Side note, so that's Tory stating that he thinks that it may not have been real, but he doesn't have any proof. He feels that since an identity was never brought out of the anonymous rapper that did this interview for the article Confessions of a Gay Rapper, hey, maybe it just wasn't real at all. Maybe it was just clickbait, or something like that. But the other half of the internet disagrees. Who they think it is also who I think it is. Let's get into that. Many people believe that the rapper is none other than, drumroll, Diddy. In the 90s, the number one person that was mentioned to be this anonymous gay rapper was none other than Sean Puff Daddy Combs. Absolutely. The background does fit, coming from the projects, rags to riches, and also hearing everything that has happened recently in Diddy's court cases with the FOs and the King Nights and all of that, man on man, woman on woman, woman on man, it gives that it was Diddy. I believe that the article is real, and I also believe that Sean Diddy Combs was the one who did this interview anonymously. I think Diddy likes this type of attention, and I also feel that he was telling his truth because it was anonymous. If it was, you had to state who you were, I don't think the interview would have ever been done. So it gives me more reason to believe that the interview is real because it was done anonymously. So the person's identity is being withheld, but it doesn't mean that they're not speaking a truth or their truth in said interview. So I believe once again that it is Sean Puff Daddy Combs. Again, there are other people on the internet that think the same thing. As you see, there are memes and things being put up throughout the trial that just happened in 2025 about Sean Diddy Combs, Puffy, being the man from the 90s from the Confessions of a Gay Rapper article. A lot of people didn't know what this meant when they said so whole time the gay rapper from the 90s, they was talking about Puff. This is what they are referring to. The article Confessions of a Gay Rapper. So Diddy is first on our list as allegedly one of the gayest rappers in hip hop. Let's keep going. Aelia Banks is an American rapper, singer, and songwriter. She is undeniably talented, yet notorious for instigating fiery feuds on social media and the cloud of controversy that always seems to follow her. Raised in Harlem by a single mom, Banks began releasing her music on MySpace while attending Manhattan's High School for Music and Art. She soon caught the attention of record producers and was signed to XL Recordings at the age of 17. In 2012, Banks came out publicly as bisexual. In an interview with the New York Times, the discussion taking up just 2 lines that appear near the end of the story. Miss Banks considers herself bisexual, but she said, her quote, "I'm not trying to be like the bisexual lesbian rapper. I don't live on other people's terms." Later that year, Banks again spoke out about being bi in an interview with Rolling Stone. "So, do you feel a special affection from your gay fans?" Her quote, "Definitely. I mean, I'm bisexual, so it makes sense." So yes, Aelia Banks is a bisexual / lesbian artist. She is just that. Now, it can be confusing because she has had many feuds online with other gay people. Lil Nas X being one of the biggest gay feuds that she had online. She also did a homophobic rant as well. So it can throw people off when gay people come at other gay people and use homophobic slurs and things like that in that nature. But it doesn't mean that the person still isn't gay. They're just doing what they know or just simply saying what they heard. So Aelia Banks makes our list as an gay rapper, openly gay rapper. Taylor Bennett. Rapper Taylor Bennett reveals, "I've never been happier," 5 years after coming out as bisexual. Taylor Bennett is living his best life. Hot off the April release of his latest album, Coming of Age, the rapper, 26, headlined NYC's Youth Pride celebration in Central Park last month. And next week, he'll hit the stage in his native Chicago for a free homecoming show. Bennett, who is Chance the Rapper's younger brother, came out as bisexual in 2017. In the years since, he's become a vocal LGBTQ advocate and also a father welcoming sons Charlie 3 and Blake 2 with partner Kayla Moore. People recently caught up with Bennett about his life as a queer hip-hop artist, fatherhood, and working with family. Shout out to People. You came out as bisexual 5 years ago. Tell me about your journey when it comes to your sexuality. His quote, I had always known, and it always was a thing for me, even at a younger age. But it was definitely something that not only did I not feel confident talking about, when I was growing up, it was always presented as being gay or being part of the LGBTQ community was an option. So it was like, oh no, you're not gay or bi. You just need to toughen up. That is very true. In certain communities, not just Black communities, gay is looked at as weak. It's looked at as you're soft. If you toughen up a little bit, then you can be considered straight or looked at better, to where people will accept you immediately because they don't see anything necessarily different from any other male, keeping us all the same type of situation. So yeah, this is Chance the Rapper's brother, Taylor, and he came out of the closet in 2017. And recently he's just had children, 2 and 3 years old and whatnot. So yeah, how do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about Taylor not only being bisexual, sleeping and dating men? He also has a girlfriend named Kayla, and they share 2 beautiful children together. Could you do that? Could you be in a relationship with a openly bisexual male, knowing that he fancies both men and women? So how do you know when he's hanging out with a guy and it's his friend versus he's hanging out with a guy and there's something going on? But we'll move right along. Taylor Bennett makes our list as openly gay rapper. Young Miami is an American rapper. She formed the Miami, Florida-based hip-hop duo City Girls with JT in 2017 and began her solo career in 2021. Released in October that year, her single Rap Freaks marked her first entry on the Billboard Hot 100 as a solo act. She has guest performed alongside Lotto in the remix of Lola Brooke's 2021 single Don't Play With It, which peaked at number 69 on the charts. Young Miami is bisexual and wants to smash all day and tomorrow with Megan Thee Stallion. During a recent appearance on Revolt's The Jason Lee Show, Miami, aka Carisha, and Lee played a rapid-fire game of Smash or Pass with a series of celebrity photos. When Megan Thee Stallion came up, the Rap Freaks rapper wasted no time answering. "I'ma smash all day and tomorrow," Carisha said. Megan just gives me, she really could take me up and throw down. This isn't the first time Young Miami has made headlines when talking about sexuality either. Back in 2013, the rapper wrote in a since-deleted tweet that if she ever found out a son of hers was gay, that she would beat the boy so bad. In an interview on The Breakfast Club in 2018, the rapper defended her comments saying, "I have absolutely nothing against gay people, but I wouldn't want my son to be gay." So again, it's with the people that are in the LGBTQ community that will hate bash and throw homophobic slurs and say things as insensitive as, "If my son was gay, I would physically harm him until he was no longer gay." Carisha has stated multiple times in the public that she is bisexual, that she does do girl on girl. She likes to hook up with other girls on her show, Carisha Please. It's not a joke when she's saying it. She really does fancy other women. So Carisha makes our list as an openly gay rapper. Shout out to Young Miami. Moving right along. Young Thug. Young Thug is an American rapper known for his eccentric vocal style and fashion. He is considered an influential figure in modern hip-hop and trap music and a pioneer of mumble rap. Williams embarked on a music career in 2011, releasing a series of mixtapes beginning with I Came From Nothing. In 2013, he signed with fellow Atlanta rapper Gucci Mane's 1017 Records and gained further attention and praise for his debut mixtape with the label 1017 Thug, released in February of that year. I know that Young Thug is basically an easy target because of his fashion, how he dresses, yada yada. But there are other reasons that list Young Thug as a gay rapper. Let's get into Contier. On Contier, they have a lot of information about people that may either be publicly gay or on the low. Young Thug definitely made their list, and they have some specific reasons why. Let's get into it. There are videos of gay PORN playing in Young Thug's studio. There are many pictures of him online wearing women's clothing. There are endless tweets by him, famous at this point. "No homo, we smoking peen." Thugger has also said during the recent years he spent in an all-male juvenile detention facility, all he did was gamble, smoke, and FUCK, which, when you do the math, is an extremely sus thing to say. Look, has dated plenty of women. He's dating Mariah the Scientist as we speak. He has a plethora of children. I believe he has over 6 or 7 children. Yeah, so he definitely likes women. I'm not going to say that Young Thug is not interested in women. I would say that Young Thug would be more so of a bisexual, more so of gay. So again, shout out to Young Thug, and he definitely makes our list once again as one of the gayest openly gay rappers in the industry. He may not come out and say like, hey, I like boys too, but we already know. What's understood does not have to be explained. Moving right along. Doechii. Doechii is an American rapper and singer. Her songs became viral videos on TikTok in 2021, and she signed record contracts with Top Dog Entertainment and Capitol Records in 2022. Her single, What It Is, Block Boy, which came out in 2023 and features Kodak Black, became her first entry on the Hot Billboard 100 and received a platinum certification by the RIAA. That same year, she made her acting debut with the drama film Earth Mama. Doechii's quote, I have always known that I loved women. I've been very, very aware from an early age. Did she feel she needed to hide her sexuality? Doechii's quote, I definitely didn't feel like I could have pride. I wouldn't talk about it, but if somebody asked me, I wasn't going to lie. So it wasn't a secret, but I definitely couldn't walk around as proud as I wanted to be, and that was upsetting. Doechii's quote, it feels like, finally, it's interesting that if you look back in history, there were popular female MCs back in the day that were gay. They just weren't allowed to be as open about it as we are now. It has always been a thing, but it feels amazing that now it's not as hard for us. So if you didn't know, Doechii is an openly gay woman. I do believe that Doechii looks at herself as bisexual in ways because she's still attracted to men, but overall, Doechii likes women. So I would classify Doechii as a lesbian and one of the gayest rappers in hip hop, one of the gayest open rappers in hip hop. It's openly. It's not a secret. She's not hiding it. And I like that in her. So shout out to Doechii and move right along to the next person. Aelia Rashad. Aelia Rashad is an American rapper. He first gained recognition following his performances on the 2012 Smokers Club tour alongside rappers Juicy J, Joey Badass, and Smoke DZA. He is a founding member of the Chattanooga, Tennessee-based hip-hop collective The House, which formed with rappers YGTUT, Michael Da Vinci, Chris P, and Brian Brown. Housing artists like Ab-Soul and Schoolboy Q, TDE is a powerhouse for West Coast lyricists, and Aelia Rashad is included in that conversation. In 2022, a video of the West Savannah rapper having SCX with other men surfaced online. Rather than retreating from the limelight, he addressed the situation head-on during his Coachella set later that year. The music industry, whether it be fans or Rashad's peers, embraced him with open arms, and he unveiled quite a few releases since then. His quote, I'm sexually fluid, Rashad shared in an interview with Joe Budden, after revealing his family was previously aware of his sexuality. I'm not in full control when I walk into a room who I'm attracted to. Shout out to Aelia Rashad. He's definitely making a name for himself. The West Coast is really feeling him right now. He's more so of a lyricist than someone that just makes party music. So if you haven't heard of Aelia yet, you definitely will. He is making a name for himself, and he did not let, unfortunately, people trying to either embarrass him or show that they know him, putting videos of him engaging in SCX with other men. He didn't run from it, and I can appreciate that. He stood 10 toes down. He told his audience, like, look at here, I don't have anything to lie about. I am sexually fluid. I do like both. When I walk in a room, I don't know who I'm going to be attracted to. If it's a beautiful woman there, I'm on her. If it's a handsome guy in there, then hey, I'm on him. You just never know. And he does state that his family knew previously about his sexuality before those videos made it online. So we are going to place Rashad in our category as one of the gayest rappers in the industry right now, openly gay rapper to be exact. Ice Spice. Ice Spice is an American rapper. Born the eldest of 5 siblings, she was raised in the heart of the Bronx, New York City, and grew up listening to the likes of Nicki Minaj, Jay-Z, and 50 Cent, who inspired her to pursue her own career as a rapper. Ice Spice's breakout moment came in 2022 when her single, Munch Feeling You, went viral on TikTok, with thousands of users dancing and mouthing along to a clip of the song. Spice has gone on to collaborate with some of the biggest artists in the industry on songs such as Princess Diana with Nicki Minaj and Taylor Swift's Karma. Both tracks have been hits on the Billboard charts and social media, where Ice Spice regularly makes her own videos explaining the meanings behind her lyrics. She and Nicki Minaj have also worked together on a track together for the Barbie 2023 movie soundtrack. Ice Spice has referred to herself as interchangeably as bisexual and queer. She has tweeted about what she finds attractive, joking, "What is it called when you're attracted to masculinity in women and femininity in men?" and telling one podcast host she prefers good girls and good boys. When asked about who she made music for, Ice Spice let it be known that her music is also designed for gays in mind. Her quote, "I wouldn't say girls specifically because the gays love me and I love the gays," said Spice in her interview. "I'm just making music that I like, honestly. Everybody could really vibe to the beats. The beat is the most important thing. The beat needs to be hard. So I feel like everything complements it." Deemed the People's Princess, a reference to her song Lady Diana, the late royal's nickname, Ice Spice has proven that her music appeals to all, queer community included. Ice Spice, who is openly bisexual, doesn't shy away from expressing her queerness, something she highlights in her SpongeBob SquarePants influenced track, Bikini Bottom. Similar to her fellow Bronx counterpart, Cardi B, who is also bisexual. Ice Spice receives and gives love to her gays, and they love her back. If you didn't know, Ice Spice is openly bisexual. She likes women, she likes men, but overall she does feel ladies. But I feel publicly she does date men. But when she does date men, she likes them gay, honestly. She likes her dudes to be gay, and she likes her women to be more so like masculine. So she wants feminine men and masculine women is what Ice Spice describes. So what do you think of that? Did you know that Ice Spice was gay or bisexual and open bisexual? Again, I think it's very important to make videos of people that also admit to being gay, not just ones that we think are gay. I hope y'all enjoyed part 2. I will be back with a part 3. Until then, please like the video, comment below, let me know who you were surprised by, who you weren't surprised by, and also who you also think should be on the next list. Until the next video, stay safe. Bye.